And we are live. Okay. Let's see. Anyone here yet? If you are, just leave a comment. Trying to see. Hey, we got someone watching. I know this was short notice, but I had some free time on my hands, so I just wanted to, do a live stream, talk about all this amazing stuff that just doesn't stop happening. Hey, appreciate you guys showing up. Bat Dan, the Jeebus Man, Pedro, what's going on? Art Bash, what's going on? Appreciate you guys showing up. Hey, there we go. Everyone's popping in now. So yeah, I just wanted to do this because I had some. What's going on, Salim? I just wanted to do this because I had some free time, and hey, why not? You know, there's a lot going on. What's going on? I'm doing Lewis's show next Saturday at 12 o'clock, so that's why I didn't join this time. Me and Mick Minus, if you haven't watched Mick's videos, you have to check him out. Very passionate dude. Me and him are going to be on there, so it's going to be a good time. What's going on, Epic Zombie? The cut is a year away. That's something we can talk about if you want. I'll jump right off on that one. Is last night on the Lightcast podcast, if any of you guys were watching, he was talking to Taylor Murphy, and then they had Darkseid on there. They had Ray Porter, which was awesome. And according to them, someone reached out to Taylor Murphy, and it was the granddaughter, I believe, of I guess the guy who created the Justice League. I forget the names, but it was the granddaughter of that guy, and they said that they were told that the show was the movie was going to come out on his birthday, which would be May 21st, I believe, of next year. What's going on, Eric? So yeah, that's what we're looking forward to now is, okay, now we know it's coming out in 2021. But when is the release date going to happen? What I thought was going to happen was they were going to film first and all that stuff, and then, or do the additional photography, and then be like, okay, we're safe to say that this will be the date. Because, you know, as far as right now, there's the COVID-19, the coronavirus, we just don't know when things are going to go back to normal, when they're going to start filming again. So, yeah, people are saying May 21st, 2021 is the release date. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but that would be a year away, and it would be sweet to – the earlier into 2021 it is, the better. Because, I mean, we've waited so long already. I mean, it's just nice to know that 2021 is the year. Now, it could be December 30th. Who knows? But it's nice to know that. What's up, Jay? What's going on, buddy? There we go. Oh yeah, I saw Ray Porter showed up on his show as well. Hey, Fatal, you were actually on there with Ray Porter. I got to check that out. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet, but it's so cool how we have gotten to a point now within this movement and everything that has happened, especially with Zack, is all those guys involved with the movie, all the actors and all those dudes, they have been leaking information to us, talking to us. You know, they haven't been talking to critics or bloggers, none of those guys. And I think it's a change in the entertainment industry where, again, everyone that was involved with the movie, they've all been coming to us with the information and talking to us, because the fans, the movement, we are why this whole thing happened. Now, again, we're not taking all the credit. Yes, Zack had something to do with it as well, and other actors that were involved in the movie as well. But it's such a beautiful thing to see now where all of these people that were involved, they're coming to us. And Ray Porter he was on the Lightcast podcast. He was on Dave the Film Junkie show. And it's like this, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how it's like a a shift in the entertainment industry. It's wild. Oh, that's awesome. I got to check that out. I popped on for a little bit because I figured that once I saw the Lightcast podcast where Ray Porter was on there, I figured he was going to be on Film Junkies too because he was teasing that he had a surprise. But I didn't see you on the show, Jay. I'm going to have to check out the end of it. That's awesome, man. Integrity, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? I'm happy you're on here, Integrity, because something that he's been pushing and I've been pushing for a while is bringing Zack back to finish his arc, to finish his 5-movie arc. And that's where right now I'm kind of at like a standstill because AT&T is constantly putting out information and constantly like feeding us and I'm not trolling, but like hyping us up. And, we obviously want the air cut. We want the full Zack's vision. And it seems like they want to give that to us. But then you have these articles that come out, specifically a couple, I guess the other day, that are coming out. Humberto Gonzalez, of course, talking shit again, saying that whatever Zack is giving us is the end. That's it. Nothing else. And AT&T and HBO Max, they were like, no, that's it. You're not giving you money to do additional, or we're not giving you money to do reshoots. You're going to take the money that we're giving you to do the VFX and all that stuff, and that's it. That's the end. Just be happy, move on. I do not believe that at all. They see the hype for this. This is a way where they can take Zack's full vision and plan it out over here at HBO Max. So, yes, giving us the Snyder Cut is amazing, and giving us the air cut is amazing. That's what we're fighting for. That's what we want. So you put it over here on HBO Max. That's great. But then what? What's after that? What is going to keep us around, pretty much? And it's a huge IP. So why wouldn't they? It's the same thing with why. Adam Sandler had that huge deal with Netflix, because he has a fan base, and they come back time and time again to watch Adam Sandler movies now on Netflix and his upcoming movies, and they'll continue to come back. So when you have Zack Snyder under your control now, DC IP, you're not just going to leave the movie on a cliffhanger and then just be like, okay, guys, that was cool. Happy you showed up. That's it. Highly doubt that. Again, the articles are coming out, saying that this, the negativity is starting again. They're changing the narrative. Now the cut is coming. Now the narrative is that's it. You're not getting anything else. So suck it up. They can't stop, and I highly doubt that's what is happening. Like what they're giving us is going to be something very special, and they're not just giving us the air cut and the Snyder cut. They're giving us everything and more because they see the hype for this. I want to see what Integrity has to say. Yep. The articles won't stop. Like I said, they're pushing another narrative now that's all we're getting, and that he's not doing additional photography. And this, it's funny because all the actors that are involved, they're all being quiet. And I noticed that Ray Porter last night, they asked him if he was going back for additional photography, and he didn't say a word. He just sat there and was like, not saying anything. So come on. Like let's read again, let's read between the lines of what we were doing before. If we listened to all the naysayers before, we wouldn't be here. So we can't listen to those guys. Not anymore. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, it has to come. That's a no-brainer. The air cut is a no-brainer. Everything was already filmed. Now, according to the Culture Nerd article saying that they needed to go back and change some things, change the ending a little bit, and change, I guess, some of those characters into parademons or whatever. You would have to do that to give Ayer his original vision. But again, this is money they know they're going to get back because his fan base is huge. And I just love how AT&T is just killing it right now. They're just whoever's in charge of their social media accounts right now, especially their Twitter, that dude needs to get a raise, whoever it is, because they are just coming after us. Like everyone that even talks about them, about like their involvement within the movie, the Snyderverse or whatever, they're like retweeting or giving an answer or doing like a GIF. It's so great to see. Like I said, everyone's coming out of the woodworks now. AT&T, HBO Max, WB, now they can all just talk about the Snyder Cut all day, every day, and it's a beautiful thing to see. We got here. I definitely think so. I think that he's gonna get his full vision. I don't see any way around it. There's just too much money involved, and that's what this is all about. That's what if you're AT&T or HBO Max, you're not just gonna be like, oh, okay, no, that's done. You have to look at studios. They love sequels, right? We all know this. They love, because a sequel means that the first movie or show made a bunch of money. So they love greenlighting sequels. So it would make sense for them to wait and see how many people subscribe to HBO Max, how many people watch the Snyder Cut, and then possibly go from there. But I think there's too much involved for them to even wait. I think they all the contracts and all that stuff are already signed. I think things have already happened behind the scenes. I think it's the whole verse is coming together. We're getting everything. And I'll even say Batman coming back and getting his own movie. I'll say that too. Yes, it would not surprise me. Oh, what's we got on here? Yeah, I know. Because, and I don't know if you saw, he tweeted out, I guess, the day after the news broke, that he said, don't forget where you heard it from first. Meaning, like, give me the clout, which is like, come on, dude. And then you want to twist the narrative and be like, that's it. That's all you're getting. No more. Yeah. And excuse me. Over here burping. Yeah, exactly. I keep on saying that the Snyderverse can be over here on HBO Max, which is perfectly fine. And then WB Warner Brothers, they can have their DCEU, if you will, over here in the movie, in the movie theaters and whatever. DC Black Label, yeah, again, is its own thing. And then Robert Pattinson can have his own trilogy Batman story, which again, I think the Flash is going to change time in the end, and then he's going to be your new Batman, because we all know that Ben Affleck was supposed to die in Zack's vision. So that could be a way of letting Robert Pattinson be the new Batman after that all ends. And it's perfect. It works out for everyone. It works out for everyone. Yeah, a lot of clickbait, man. That's what it's all about. Can't hide from it. Oh yeah. It was nice to listen to Ray talk. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to him talk. Sounds like a cool guy, very educated, and I really look forward to hearing his interpretation of the character, hearing his voice. You know what? Joe, and I'm going to screw up his name. I feel like I always do. Joe Manganiello. I'm just going to say that. He said that when the Snyder Cut was officially announced, he said that finally we're going to get the proper end credit scene, teasing a Batman versus Deathstroke fight. How amazing would that be? Again, Zack doesn't do end credit scenes. It could be included in the movie at the very end, but if he does do an end credit scene, but the fact of, let's say at the very end, it's a cliffhanger and the League sees Darkseid, and that's how that whole thing ends. But then over here, Lex Luthor is setting up this Deathstroke team up, the Legion of Doom, and or maybe the end of the movie is a scene in the Arkham Asylum, and Deathstroke confronts Batman, and they have a little fight, or whatever, and that's how the movie ends. That would be awesome. That would be so cool, because Zack has to outdo himself with that Batman warehouse fight scene. He has to. Now we all know that Ben's going to be, or Batman in the movie is going to be fighting a lot of parademons. So you're probably not going to have that epicness in the warehouse, and you're going to have some great fight scenes, no doubt. But it would be cool to see him face off against another human, if you will, meta-human, instead of a parademon, and it could be Deathstroke at the end of the movie, and that would be amazing. Like, that's how the movie would end. Like, that would be sick. And I could see Zack pulling that off. He's got a lot of movie to do it. So what's going on, Kevin? Oh, Ray Porter's the man. He was so cool. Yo, nerdy! About to drop some epic DC news in here in a few minutes. I can't wait. Looking forward to it. The news just doesn't stop coming. Non-stop. This is our second chance as well as Zach's. We better be louder and more positive than the haters. They want to shut up and go away now because Zach is coming. Nothing is over. Yeah, you're damn right, man. I mean, like I said, the new narrative that they're already pushing it. And they're already saying like that some articles that we bullied WB into doing this and they want to know parts of it. You can call it bullying all you want. It was just us asking for what we deserved. In Zach's honor, it was just like an outcry of support. So they can say whatever they want. They're just mad because it happened. And you can say that we bullied WB into doing this when we did not bully them into doing anything. They saw an opportunity here. They saw money. So they went with it. And again, I'm not even going to say WB anymore. We didn't bully WB, in my opinion, wasn't going to give us this movie. That's when AT&T stepped in and said, we're going to give you this movie. So yes, I'll send some thanks to WB, but fully I'm going to send it to AT&T because they deserve it. And this situation, the way it worked out was just perfect. How it if you just look at it and how it seemed like in the beginning that WB was not going to give Zach his movie, and then AT&T bought WB, and then you have this new streaming platform, HBO Max, so it's the perfect way to put his movie on there. This 4 or 5 hour epic saga, like grand masterpiece over here on HBO Max. You can make it as long as you want. You can make it a show if you want, like they said, in chapters. Not a series. I don't believe it's going to be a series. I believe it's just going to be cut up into chapters, if anything at all. And then there should be a way where you can just watch the whole movie straight through, and they should obviously sell DVDs, and they should have it in movie theaters as well. That's how I truly feel. They should have a movie theater run, which I believe they will. It'll probably be like a limited theatrical release like they did with The Irishman, maybe like a month, possibly before the show even comes out on HBO Max, which would be great, which would be freaking awesome. Well, it'll probably be, maybe it'll be after, I don't know. But there has to be a way everyone can see it at once internationally, however they want to do that. People who write, don't release the Snyder Cut, explain it this way. Let this shitty movie die already. They haven't even seen it yet. That's the best part. They already know what their minds are already made up. They're already going to say the movie sucks. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if I'm right about a lot of things. I speculate a lot. It's just, if you look at the breadcrumbs, it just makes sense. And that is the thing that I've been trying to tell people in my videos for a while, and bloggers and all these critics and everything, is we need to listen to Zach. This whole time, it was, oh, my source from WB, my source from WB. And I'm sitting there like, have you been paying attention to Zach's Vero? Zach, out of everyone involved in this process, Zach knows what's going on. Out of every single person, there's people in WB, there's people in AT&T, higher ups, and there's Zack Snyder. He's the director of the movie, so of course he knows what's going on. So if you follow Zach's moves, he's either doing two things. He's trolling, which he's not because he's not an asshole. Well, he trolls a little bit, but in a positive way. Because he's not an asshole. He's a nice guy. Everyone says that they love working with him. Zach's the man. He's either trolling or he's telling us stuff. He's telling us that keep on fighting. It's going to happen. Keep it up. No, and again, these outside bloggers and critics, they weren't paying attention. They were going with whatever they heard from their sources. And look what happened. Look what happened. We clearly said this. And just, again, follow the breadcrumbs. Sean O'Connell talked to Zack Snyder when he was filming Army of the Dead. He was at the set. And he thought he was going to get a response from Zach. Pretty much Zach being like, this fan support, this fan outcry is amazing. But, it's over. I can't do anything anymore. Like, I just need to move on. And he got quite the opposite. So right there and then, what does that tell you? Told us to fight. And look what happened. We fought and we won. So we can't listen to them anymore. It does. It's ironic, Dr. Fate. It does seem like it was meant to happen. Seems like it was fate, right? Where are we at? Oh, I'm so far on these. Oh, where are we at? Lightcast is up in here. All these comments. What's going on, man? I really enjoyed your podcast last night. That was awesome. Very informative. I just finished up listening to that maybe like 30 minutes ago. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, buddy? Damn right we won. Yeah, we fucking won. Exactly. Ben's still going to work, guys. That's what people don't seem to understand. It's Ben. It's still an actor. He's still going to work. So you mean to tell me the guy that has a bat cave in his house is going to turn down a Batman solo movie? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Toon guy, I've never seen you before. I gotta say this is a big win. I'm actually really interested in Snyder Cut, but I've been watching Andy and Jody. They said Snyder Cult and put the reject the Snyder Cut. Man, how people can be hateful. Oh, I know. It's quite sad. It's quite pathetic. But hey, man, just ignore it. Just ignore it because we won. It doesn't matter at this point. They're just salty. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was a great stream, man. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I was actually laying in bed with my wife. We were getting ready for bed, and I was like, I need to listen to this. So I just put it in my headphones, and I listened to like half of it because like Ray Porter came on. I was like, oh shit! Now I really need to listen to this. Yeah, right. I love that. Until it wasn't. What do you wish? I hope there's going to be a special feature when it comes out. Oh yeah, oh my god, that DVD is going to be loaded with special features, and I can't wait to watch that. And I hope something pops up on HBO Max where it shows us behind the scenes of what's been going on before the movie even releases, because that would just be awesome. Like cast. Yeah, everyone was talking to Ray Porter last night except me, man. You guys were on that California time. I'm over here on the East Coast. A lot of love for Lightcast. They could bring Black Mass back as long as it was like I guess Harley's hallucination or some shit. I don't know. Yo, what's up? 44 pro tips. Yes, we did not bully. All we did was use a hashtag. And fuck it. WB, they're the ones that screwed over Zack in the first place. So the fact that we were telling them to release his movie, you want to call that bullying? Now, yeah, some people were a little aggressive, but that's with anyone. That's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, man. We can't let up on the gas pedal. That is completely right. And that's why I said we need to get Zack Snyder's full vision, and I believe we will. Snyder Cut Shinobi. Oh yeah, that'd be sick. I was actually thinking the other day about if you take the movie and you split it up into whatever 6 segments, if they want to, 6 chapters. I was thinking about how that could work out, and in my mind, like one chapter, one like 35, 45-minute chapter, if you will, could just be an episode. Again, I don't know how long this is going to be. An episode of like the history lesson and like Darkseid's backstory and the whole history. Like that would be sick. And then you have a chapter where it's like just a whole nightmare sequence. Again, 35, 40 minutes. I don't know if you film that much, but that would just be sick. And that's like, this movie is going to be absolutely insane. I cannot wait to watch it. More gods. Can't wait. Oh, it really sucks to be Disney. I'm not gonna lie. I know. I don't like to be that guy. I always say that, but like Disney had their moment, and now it's done, and now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do in the future, and no one's really looking forward to it. And then over here at the DC side, it's like we're just getting started, baby. Like we're just getting started. It's great. Yes, exactly. Just like The Irishman. Jody probably secretly loves Snyder in his movies. He's just saying this because he's just trying to, I guess, build that audience. You know what I mean? A lot of people that love Snyder and what he does, they have an audience, you know, a Snyder Cut audience, if you will. And then you have Jody over here because he like, I don't watch much of this stuff, but he like loves Wonder Woman and loves I guess certain DC movies, but he hates Snyder. I don't know. Maybe he does have a thing for Zack. Maybe he does. I mean, I know a lot of people are against him and what he does, but his movies, man, they last. They're like fine wine. And I saw, was it Clay Enos? I think he said that when BVS came out, there was a tweet from him when BVS came out years ago and said that this is a movie that's going to be appreciated in years to come. It may take a while, but people are going to appreciate this in years to come. And then look at us now. Again, it's like his movies just age so well. So many. I always go back to Watchmen. When I first saw Watchmen, I didn't know what to think of it. I didn't really like it. Same thing with BVS. I didn't know what to think about BVS. I was like, I'm not sure if I like that movie. Now, two of my favorite movies of all time. It takes a lot to sink in, but when it does, it really hits you, and it's something you want to go back to. And that is something that Marvel has never figured out with me, and I think hasn't figured out with a bunch of people. It's like, again, they're fun, quick, little movies, rides, and that's it. You move on. Had a great time, but you're not going to go back. That's right. Don't care about the haters. Focus on the positives. My only concern is how Snyder going to do JL2 or 3 for HBO Max. So they're going to spend. Something you guys need to realize is that these streaming services will put out a lot of money. They will put out a shit ton of money. I know certain shows. I don't know if it's Game of Thrones was like 100 to 200 million, something like that at the end per season. So they have the money. Netflix just reported that they grossed they netted $20 billion, but they're still in debt. So that just shows you like they have the money. So they'll put out the money. And that's the thing with Zack, is he's not gonna give you shitty special effects. I know some people have said, oh, the 20 or 30 million is gonna make this look like a CW show. No, it's not. And trust me, a bunch of those special effects are done because, again, go back to the trailers, go back to listening to Zack talk about how they were getting these special effects done during the filming of the movie. So a lot of those juicy special effects, that's already done. Now, yes, he has to add some stuff to it, additional photography, but it's going to look real nice. And if you watch HBO shows and you watch Game of Thrones, those shows are legit. Their special effects are legit. They might be a tad bit under like a motion picture quality, but it's very close. And again, Zack is a perfectionist, and it will look good. Trust me. Yeah, Jim Lee. Uh-oh, something happened. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. What was I at? Oh, yeah. That was weird. WB, I'd send thanks to Jim Lee, JJ. Yeah, definitely. Like the new crew that's involved within WB, and special thanks to all of them. Definitely, for sure. That's true. That's true. Damn right. They have their own narratives, man. I know. And that's what annoys me is people who have sources. They always cling to that. Now, yeah, I can understand you having sources. That's a good thing, and I'm sure sometimes they're right, and I'm sure sometimes they're wrong. But also, like, maybe do a little research yourself. Same thing why John Campea annoys the hell out of me is because he's always like, he never looks at what Zack has been doing. He's not looking at what Zack has been putting out. Again, he's not looking at the breadcrumbs. He's just going off of other shit that he's hearing from people from the inside, I guess. Damn right. Damn right it's fixed. Yep. Exactly. They didn't do their research. Yeah, I wonder about Garza, like who he seems to have been pretty spot on. I wonder who his source is. I think it might have been, I don't know if he was saying the other day it was someone who does like special effects or something for the movie. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like he knows something. Damn right. Damn right. Stop believing him. Exactly. Yeah. It's this movie is going to be completely different from what we got within the Justice League. It's not even going to be close. That's the amazing thing is these people, the general audience, they're going to see this and be like, "What is this? What do you mean Zack Snyder's Justice League? What do you mean?" And when they watch it, it's going to blow all of our minds, honestly. Oh, definitely. Ben even said himself he would do anything for Zack. I think so. It makes the most sense. Yeah, Andy. Well, my sources, they changed their minds. So, something that was so funny when Andy came out and was like, something changed. Something changed. Like, I don't know what happened, but something changed. Yeah, okay. Yep. You can tell me if you want. You can DM me if you want. I'll take anything. I like information. Oh, it's funny. Speaking of Jody, real quick, someone put a video out of him, and it got me for a second, and I think it got nerdy too. It's a video of him. It looks like he's like celebrating the Snyder Cut finally. Like he's just like he's come to, and he's like, I'm really excited, and I'm so happy that this is finally happening. And I'm just like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, why is he doing this? Is he like trying to be funny, trying to be goofy? And then I realized what it was a video that was done maybe a couple months ago when a new Wonder Woman poster came out, and he was excited for that. And they just put the Zack Snyder Justice League, the image of the Justice League on top of that to make it look like he was excited for that. Thought that was funny because, like I said, it got me for a second. I was like, what? He changed his tune? Yeah. Hey, man, it feels like I'm still dreaming. Every day we wake up and something else is going on. Yes, no doubt. Hey, nothing's off the table. Oh yeah, I know. I remember that now. Yeah, he was talking about how he would like to see an actual Dark Knight movie made. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, he said that because obviously BVS was not the Dark Knight Returns, but he was talking about how it obviously had elements from it, and how he would love to see a Dark Knight movie made by someone else. Oh my god, dude, the DVD! Holy shit! I'm I'm gonna buy like at least 10 of them, and I'm just gonna give them out to random subscribers because I can't freaking wait, man. Yeah, it's worthless at this point. Yeah, I think it is canon. It's all coming. It's all coming. Damn right. That. Let me get back to that 44. Yeah, I completely agree with that. If you're a hater, stay away. And that's what I do. If you're over here supporting something over here, then I'm going to leave that alone. If it's something that I don't care about, then why am I even bothering? I just don't care. It's a funny text from my wife. I think so. Yep. I think that was planned from the get-go. The whole thing with Henry, again, he has yet to rise. Never said anything. Come on, man. These wheels were turning for a while. Trust me. Again, I always push for that, and I really do believe that it's already in the works. Because again, you're HBO Max and you need content. You have a DC IP, the biggest IP that Warner Brothers owns. You are going to take full advantage of that. You see that Zack Snyder has a huge, huge audience of people who want to subscribe to HBO Max and they want that content. So you're not, again, this is why I feel like the article from Umberto saying that that's it. The Snyder Cut, that's the end. I do not believe that. I believe there's more. There has to be. As again, like we said before, you have a movie that's sitting on the table that could easily make you money. You're going to release it. And now they're releasing it. And then, you can make more money from a sequel or for Zack to finish his vision. More money. Yeah, that's why we're in business, to make money. So, of course, we're going to greenlight that. That would be sweet. I love Jay Leva, or should I say Slay Leva. Oh, he's so funny. Dude just goes savage on people on Twitter. Again, the breadcrumbs. Listen to Jay Leva. With I think it was another article I saw where it was saying that, it was the Variety article, which pissed me off. It was the one that Campy was going after, was saying that this movie was complete bare bones, that when Zack left, it had no visual effects done at all. It literally was just the shots that he filmed. That was it. No music, no nothing, no none of that. And I'm like, that's wrong. And then sure enough, Jay Leva was like, yeah, that's definitely wrong. You think Zack was just sitting there for 4 months not doing anything? That is a complete lie. Thanks, buddy. Oh, awesome. Look forward to it. Putting out some great content. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please subscribe to him because he's putting out great content. And by the way, while talking about subscribing, sorry, I am almost at 1,000 subscribers. So you guys please subscribe, because at that point, one of my lucky subscribers is going to get a PS5. Yes, you will. It's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm very close. So make sure you tell all your friends and family to subscribe to Subjective Reviews, because I need subscribers. Yes, again, that's another thing. A lot of people were saying, I'm not watching any more of the DC movies until they release a Snyder Cut. And now, guess what? Now they're going to watch it. More money. Again, they paid attention. They listened. Oh, my God, the Nightmare Sequel. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. This movie is going to, I'm seriously, during the whole movie, the whole 4 or 5 hours or whatever they're giving us, it's going to be a lot to take in, man. It's going to be out of this world. You got it, buddy. No problem. Yep. Exactly. It's all part of the plan. Stupid ass headphones. Yeah, I'm not really into the new Spider-Man, the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I tried to give him a couple looks, but he's not really doing it for me. But I'm happy that you're looking forward to it. That's awesome. Yeah, Zack has been ahead of the curve for a long time. That he's got a lot of parts moving. Yeah, if you think Blade Runner is a good movie, then yes. I enjoy Blade Runner as well. Definitely. Damn it, I lost my fucking... Fuck. I'm just going to have to get... There we go. Yes, we do have to let the general public know about this. And I talk about this all the time where people in my work, they had no idea about the Snyder Cut. But what's funny is that when it came out, when it was officially announced Wednesday, I was off from where I left work early to watch the watch party. And I got text messages and notifications from everyone that I worked with that we talk movie stuff about, or I talk movies with. And they all texted me and said, yo, it's happening. It's happening. Look, so it seems like they're like really well aware of it now. Even a buddy of mine, a friend of mine that had no idea, he was more of a Marvel guy. He even like texted me and was like, hey, have you heard about this Zack Snyder's Cut thing coming out? I said, what? Dude, have you watched any of my videos? Yep, damn right. I believe it. I do. I'm giving credit to them. I do believe it. I do believe that his movie's getting worked on. It just makes sense. It makes sense. And that's a movie that's already done, pretty much. You just got to move some things around. That's an easier release than the Snyder Cut. Oh, I'm that far behind? Oh, shit, I'm really far behind. I'm scrolling all the way down. What we got? Yeah, don't really like him. What we got here? Make a Slay leave a video with everything he said on Twitter. Apparently, there is talks for the CW to do a BVS. If they do that, it's going to be dog shit. That's interesting. Maybe I would try to give that a watch, just because it's Batman versus Superman. But at the end of the day, even if it's CW, I'm not really into that. Like, I will not be watching any of the CW Superman stuff or Supergirl. Like, the only show that I watched from the CW was The Flash. I watched a couple seasons of that, but then it just got really repetitive. So I stopped watching it. Oh, yeah. David's saying the same thing that Zach was saying about how Zach was always like, oh, it's up to them. It's up to them. Come on, dude. You know. And then he even put out the picture of him like signing that WB contract, but it was he said that it was for something else, another movie he's doing, and I'm like, I think you're teasing, dude. Of course he knows something. He knows it's coming. This is the thing. This is the biggest do-over in cinematic history. If you're going to give us Zack Snyder's Justice League, you have to give us David Ayer's Suicide Squad, because that was all connected. So, yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, hey, I'd be down with whatever they want to give us, because it's all good. With Zach in control, I'm completely down with everything he's down for, because Zach has a vision, and you saw what he did with the first Wonder Woman movie. It was Patty directed the movie, but he was producing, and you could tell that he had a lot to do with that movie. And that's I think having Zach in control of all this, that's the answer. That's the key. I think so too. That would be funny. Yeah, do like another parody. I do the multiverse episode again, but this time, like, I don't know, I guess me just mad because the Snyder Cut's getting released. It's funny because someone actually took that footage and they made a video. It was a Snyder Cut hype video, and they took that snippet of me talking shit about it, and they put it in there. And I commented and be like, hey, I'm actually for the Snyder Cut. And they said, oh, we're so sorry. Someone sent that to us. Do you want us to take the video down? I said, no, you guys keep it up. I just didn't want you to think that I was against it, because I'm not. I did see that. David's teasing his ass off. Chris Glorious Godfrey should have interrogated him as a competitor news channel celebrity. I have no idea what you're talking about, Hans. Nothing. Pattinson will still get his movie. Again, you're talking about like two different universes, two different situations. So Ben could get his own movie, and Pattinson could have his own trilogy. That would be interesting. That would be cool. Again, something else they could do. But I believe that if it's up to Zack, he's going to have Ben die probably in the second Justice League. So I don't know if that would work out. But you never know. Never say never. I think so. Makes the most sense. You know, I enjoyed the first Guardians. Thought the second one was okay. But then I'm kind of like, it's okay. Like I don't know if I'm looking forward to those movies anymore. I thought the first one was interesting. It was something different. So I gave props to that. Doctor Strange, he's one of those characters where I didn't enjoy his solo movie, but I enjoyed him in the Avengers movie. So when he's not, like, I enjoyed him for a little bit. But like a whole movie, I don't know. But I would be more interested in Doctor Strange too. Daily Planet should start in the movie. Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Yep. Exactly. There should be different interpretations of these characters. That's the beauty of it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see the same character over and over again. I want to see different takes on the character. Damn right. Biggest of all time. Hey, look, I'm invisible in the pic. There you go. Just like I said, you can have if you want, do like a Batman miniseries over here. Do like a couple episodes, 4 episodes or some shit. That'd be awesome. Again, Ben is going to continue to work. So why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he want to be Batman again? It's a no-brainer. Again, I don't think they would have to throw much at him. Because he wants to play this character. He loves this character so much. So I don't think he would have to throw much at him. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Ray Porter said on the podcast last night. He said that it was such a great time being on the set of that movie. Like Zack is just an incredible guy. We all know this. Very nice. He said it was just such a calm set, and everything was just a well-oiled machine, and he had a lot of fun, a great time. Why wouldn't you want to go back to that? It's a win-win-win-win-win. I think Birds of Prey will still be canon because, again, they could just say that was like Harley's imagination. Very easily they could say that. Yeah, they didn't do anything to make them not canon. I don't think they changed Leto. They just didn't really show him. They just showed the back of his head. So Jared Leto is still the Joker in that universe. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know what that means. To be honest with you, the ratios I saw, and I was curious to know if that what that was. And you're saying it's a standard European theatrical ratio. That's interesting, huh? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that means it's going to be in movie theaters as well. Because obviously, I know it's going to be on HBO Max. That's a no-brainer. But hopefully that means it's going to get a theater run as well. Yeah, I understand that. We can't sit back and just forget about it. And I don't think we will. I think we're going to continue to push and continue to tweet nonstop, and because HBO Max, AT&T, they know this. They, at the end of the day, they're going to look at money. So when Zack's film comes out and it does amazing, because we all know it's going to, they're going to say that's easy for a sequel. That's a no-brainer. That's why you put these series and shows in there. You know, that's why you're a streaming service, because you're looking for the next season. You're looking for the sequel because that's more money. So hands down, I believe that it's happening. Oh yeah, and even some people were saying that they could make the Snyder Cut a movie, and then make Justice League 2 and 3 like a series, if you will. Again, I want all movies, but if that's what they want to give us, at the end of the day, I guess I should say that I'm in it for the content. If you want to take a Justice League 2 and 3 or Zack's Division and make it a series, that's fine, because Zack will kill it no matter what. But my preference is a movie. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we know how Zack likes to play with religion a little bit in his movies. Not too much, but he likes to he tries to make Superman look like that Christ figure. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I know. You're going to have two Batmans in the same year. 2021 is going to be, as the cool kids say, it's going to be lit. It's it's going to be crazy. Yeah, that. Hey man, you're really looking into this, as far as you're taking it to like a different aspect. You're looking at it from a different view than me, um, which is cool though. No, like I see what you're trying to say, and maybe that is what Zach's doing. I don't know, but there you go. Zach's going to be a busy man coming up. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Zach's going to be very busy. I don't think Zach will do Man of Steel 2. I think someone else will, because again, I think Zach's going to be really busy with finishing the Justice League. And I feel like after the Justice League ends, if he gets his way and gets to finish his vision, I think then Zach will just be like, I'll oversee everything. I can be a producer, but I think he might be done with this, because he gave it his all. He got what he wanted. He wanted to do his vision, and he got what he wanted. So now he's just like, I'll oversee, I'll help, but I think it's time for me to move on to something else. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. Zach could be like, yeah, give me Man of Steel 2, give me a cyborg movie, give me it all. I don't know. I have no idea. Sorry. Take that back. If you're a Snyder Cut fan or a big DC fan, maybe that's why. But don't know. It's on YouTube. Just search his name, Lightcast, and it should pop up. Subscribe. Yeah, whatever. Someone else could direct it, and he could just focus on being Batman. Yeah, I hear you. The suits are coming. In my opinion, no. Pattinson looks young enough. Yeah, it could be. The only problem with them saying that he could be a young Ben Affleck or a young Ben Affleck is the fact that the Jim Gordon situation and all those different characters. Well, I guess the big one is Jim Gordon because he's black. But as far as Pattinson being from a different universe, that makes more sense. Oh yeah, definitely. They're not going to give us a cliffhanger and then move on. They're not. That's just not how it's going to work. I'm telling you. Oh, that's a good way of looking at it right there. Didn't even think about that. For the European ratio, theatrical ratio, that is interesting. Saying that in the United States, we'll get HBO Max, but over in Europe, if they don't have access to it, that's why he's putting it in the movie in that ratio. That's interesting. That makes some sense. It did say that. It did say that. Coming up with a lot of theories on the ending. I like it. Yeah, I already think that's how I think it's structured right now. Is you can have this rated R DC black label over here, then you can have WB's DCEU PG-13 movies, if you like you said, aimed more towards the kids, okay, and then you can have the Snyderverse over here in HBO Max, which could be more edgy. Maybe some movies are rated R, maybe some are not. Yeah, I think like you say right here, yeah, everyone win-win. It's a win-win for everyone. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. Is this was Zack's baby? This was Zack's vision, and then he was like, all these other directors can do their own movies, and James Wan can do his Aquaman, Patty Jenkins can do her Wonder Woman, but I'm over here focusing on the big dogs. I'm focusing on Batman, Superman, the Justice League. That's what I'm focusing on. So when that is done, when my vision is told, I will look over everyone else. I will look over all these other projects, but as far as directing, I'm not directing anymore. I've given it my all, and now it's time for me to move on, which I completely respect, and I would love that because then Zack got to tell his whole story. Yeah, I don't think it was either. That's why I don't see Zack directing it. Yeah, I did see that. I was like, dude, like, are you not reading the crowd? Like, look at you right now. You're over here bitching, but just don't talk about it, okay? You don't like the Snyder Cut, just move on. Stop talking about it, because obviously you're talking about it because you're trying to get those views. Unfortunately, it's going to happen. And, day one after it happened, they were already spreading the negativity. It sucks, but they're not on our side. That's why you listen to Zack and you keep fighting for more. Keep fighting for the full vision. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know a lot of people complain about the box office performances from Zack's movies, but they still did really good. We were still learning these characters. That's the thing. Is Man of Steel was the first movie of the DC. I know some people say Green Lantern, but it was the first movie of the DCEU, and financially did really well. And then you had BVS, and they were expecting that to be $1 billion because it's Batman and Superman. But again, like you've always said, is that movie was sliced up, and it wasn't the full Ultimate Edition. And many people didn't know about that. Many people watched the Ultimate Edition after they saw the theater version, and they said that was better. So that killed them on money for a little bit. But if the Ultimate Edition was what was put out, it would have made over $1 billion. But again, it still made a nice amount of money. Zack has never lost money for his projects. For his DCEU projects, let me say that. So, getting Zack back, yes, controversial, but he's going to make you money. Clearly, he has a huge fan base. You're looking at it. I wanted to highlight that. Hold on. Before I get off here, I wanted to shoot for an hour, so we're almost about an hour. Again, thank you guys for coming on, but I'm going to answer a couple more questions. Do you think we'll get a teaser for the cut of launch for HBO Max? I really hope so. And I said this in my stream yesterday, I believe, where I said that you need to give us something because I originally heard the teaser was going to be on HBO Max, which makes sense because you would have people subscribe to see the teaser. Now we know it's coming. So now, yes, a lot of people did subscribe to HBO Max right away, including myself. I'm subscribed now. But there's probably many people that are like, why would I subscribe now when it's not coming out until next year? So I can save my money and not subscribe until it's official. So I can see that too. But if there's a way where they could give us a teaser, give us a trailer, or give us behind the scenes of what's been happening, a little mini documentary series of like what's been going on, that would be sweet. That would be a reason for us to sign on. So hopefully they give us something. I don't know. I think so too. That's how they're going to make the most money. I'm sorry. We'll say 4 hours until. People say Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be 4 hours until Justice League Part 1 and 2. Yeah, I know they filmed enough to make 2 movies. It would be crazy if it was Part 1 and Part 2. But we know that the original plan was to end the movie on a cliffhanger, I guess, them seeing Darkseid. So if it goes further than that, if it goes from them going to Apocalypse or having interactions with Darkseid after that, then we know it's Part 2. And we know this whole Snyder Cut that we're getting is Part 2. And who knows? They could have transitioned this into a way to make the movie end, to make his vision be fulfilled. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to see if Batman dies. We'll have to see if the nightmare shit actually happens and they fix it all and Darkseid becomes defeated. We'll have to see if all that happens. And if it does, then that's it. That is Zack's vision, but we just don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. What we got here. Oh, it's not just that. HBO Max has a bunch of shit that's coming to it. A bunch of stuff, bunch of great movies. So it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Oh yeah, we won, baby. Yep. Damn right we did. February will be nice. I'm hoping early 2021. Yeah, I'm about to get off here any second now. So yes, go to Nerdy in Many Ways, and again, subscribe to him and check out his newest video that he's talking about. Should be a good one. Yeah, definitely check it out. Rose Gallery, just at the end. What's up, buddy? All right, guys. So I just want to say thanks for coming by. A bunch of you stopped by. I'm happy. I know this is just short notice. I just decided I wanted to get on and just talk because I had free time. So, you guys are my friends. You guys are my family. So, yeah. So whenever I can get on and talk to you guys and talk about the Snyder Cut, talk about DC, of course I'm going to do it. So it was a good time. Answered a whole bunch of questions. And again, tell all your friends and family they need to subscribe to Subjective Reviews because y'all trying to win that free PlayStation 5. Y'all better subscribe. And if you want that DC content, that Snyder Cut content, I'm one of you dudes. So, yes, I'll be seeing you guys on Monday. There's a bunch of shit I could talk about, but it should be something good. So, yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern Time Monday. Don't forget to check it out. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.